Hello, my pretties. I just gotta come and tell y'all what I've been hearing. It's been a lot of channeled messages lately. I'm going to, I promise, baby, please, because I know the people that ask me to do the zodiac signs is like, bitch, didn't I ask you nicely? I'm gonna do it. I promise. All right. After this last channeled message, I've been getting so many channeled messages and visions and things. But one of the channel messages is, I don't want to be like Cinderella, waiting in a cold, dark, dusty cellar, waiting for somebody to come and set me free. I don't want to be like Cinderella. Y'all know the Cheetah Girls? Don't want to be, no. I gotta rescue myself. Y'all. That's one of the reasons why I'm always singing. I love me a good musical. You hear me? I watched Little Chopper Horrors on a VHS tape until everyone around me was sick of my stuff, okay, as a kid. I love me a good musical. That's the Cheetah Girls. Go watch it. As an adult, I don't care, okay? It's necessary. Everybody should have seen the Cheetah Girls. What are you doing if you haven't? But you hear the words to the song. Living in memories. Somebody could be stuck replaying the past. Okay. You might. Are you bored? If I ever say I'm bored, reach your hand out electronically and slap my face. I got so much stuff to do. Okay, that's between me and you. But so do you. Okay, you don't have time to be reminiscing on the past. Yeah, you see this back and forth energy, emotional yo-yo, on and off. It wasn't love, it was control. Somebody could be sitting back harping on a previous relationship because of the fact that they haven't ran into anybody new or anybody that, you know, tickles their fancy. There's a person out here that's looking for love. I don't want to be like Cinderella, waiting in a cold, dark, dusty cellar, waiting for somebody to come and set me free. I have to rescue myself, okay? I'm talking to a person who is not taking any risks in their life, who isn't putting themselves out there, who isn't advocating for change by way of taking the steps, okay? They're giving me the energy of prayer without works. Y'all know I love y'all, okay? But I got to call you out, and I'm not exempt, okay? I'm not exempt, okay? I'm just saying I'm just a messenger, but I'm telling you what they telling me, y'all, okay? Yes, 8 of Wands. There needs to be action taken in your life. Some of you guys, like for example, if you know, you are resonating with the readings that tell you, like, listen, somebody's coming to sweep you off your feet. It is your destiny, yada, yada, yada. He this, he that, she this, she that. The best thing since sliced bread. Also, what are you going to do for yourself? Okay? I remember sitting down joking with a family member of mine who was at the time nowhere near an adult. And I was thinking of all the things that I wanted to buy. This was years ago. I said, damn, I need an N-word with some coins. And the Bambino told me, you should be the N-word with the coins. And I never forgot that, and I never will forget that, okay? That's something that's coming to mind as I'm doing this reading. Go be what you're waiting for. Go be what you want, because like attracts like. Yes, 10 of Cups. You have to make a change, okay? And movement towards your happiness. You know, somebody could be waiting for their knight in shining armor, okay? But I'm hearing something like, you might not be attracting that. You might be attracting somebody who waiting for their knight in shining armor, because like attracts like, and it's the law of attraction. Okay. I want to say, and I'm only saying this for motivational purposes, nobody's coming to save you. Okay. And I'm only saying that to motivate you. Nobody's coming to save you. No, 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 no. I gotta rescue myself. That's what I'm hearing. Go be what you want, because then you will attract what you want, okay? If you're coming off as energetically, though, needy or waiting for some sort of savior, then you'll attract somebody who's in that same kind of energy, okay? Or even you may attract somebody who's going to fake that. You get what I'm saying? A fake flexer, okay? Somebody could be angry about their life circumstances, okay? You could be somebody who thinks, you could be somebody who has taken on some of the things that you may have been told, or things that someone may have said about you, especially in a relationship type situation or family dynamic, okay? This is like operating out of trauma, okay? Go and be great. Go and be great. You're worth it. It's worth it for yourself. Look, rejection. Somebody can have a buying problem or a spending problem, but then always saying they broke. Somebody can have an eating problem, okay? There's something here about eating your emotions, buying with your emotions, making impulsive decisions, and or acting out of trauma, okay? This could even be spilling off into, show me please over here, your dating life. We have fear of change. Somebody needs to let whatever this is go, okay? There's also someone that I'm reading for that needs to be careful about not picking up a sort of pick-me type energy, okay? Yeah, because you know, going through something where someone may have been very manipulative. Somebody could have been even messing with a mama's boy too. Somebody could have even been messing with a mama's boy. Oh, Lord. I'm hearing something like, oh, my mother always served me my food. And, you know, my mother always stayed at home in a muumuu and cooked for me or whoever, or my dad. And she never went nowhere. And da-da-da-da-da. And this may have shaped somebody that I'm reading for, like, oh, that's what you need to do to be able to be accepted or picked or some shit like that. And it's like, no. Oh, that's what men want. Oh, in my next relationship, I'll do that. I'll do that. Or something like that, y'all. Emptiness at the bottom of the deck. Be careful not to be operating out of this energy, okay? You don't need anybody to make you whole. And I've spoken to you about this before when we did a reading, and this is a ways back. We did this reading and we saw that that's how entities attach. That's how an entity was trying to attach to the collective, okay? By finding a hole, okay? Finding a hole. A void somewhere. Mommy issues, daddy issues, body image issues, childhood wounds, etc., etc. If you find yourself doing things, right, in excess, this is one of the ways you know you got to avoid. Overeating, over fucking, over drinking, over sleeping. Over analyzing, even procrastinating, these types of things is giving me like these things are a direct result of responding to some sort of situation, okay, in efforts to fill a void, something that you're doing in efforts to fill a void and or escape or run from something, okay. you know what I saw today? I saw an Instagram video that said something like, when you release yourself from a narcissist, whether it be romantically or family wise or whatever the case is, you could like stop decorating or not redecorate or something like that. They broke it down because it's something like, trying to convince yourself, well, this is only temporary or whatever. They broke it down better than I could. It was a direct trauma response. This is what I'm getting. I'm getting trauma responses. Look what it says. Old habits, new habits. This is discussing habits. Somebody needs to release habits. These wouldn't be your regular habits. Victimhood. I told you. I told you. I said nobody's coming to save you. Respectfully, because I love y'all. Get rid of these habits. They're not your regular habits. They are trauma responses. They reminded me how, it used to be a time in my life where every time some shit aggravated me, I needed to eat something crunchy. Like, oh, I'm over this. I'm going to get some chips. Like, or one time I rolled my eyes so hard. I just kept rolling my eyes. I was so mad at something. I just kept rolling my eyes and I went to sleep. Mind you, I was on FaceTime with somebody. And it was like, you had such an attitude, you rolled your eyes until you went to sleep. Sleep even used to be, something like an escape for me as well. Like, I'm off this. Reality is wilding right now. I'll come back later. Okay? These are trauma responses, okay? And something here about healing. I'm bringing up myself because, sometimes when you could be hearing these messages and feel like I'm talking at you. I'm not. I'm just a messenger, okay? I go through shit too. I'm affected by things as well. You're losing your power by doing this, okay? You're losing your power by doing this. Take efforts to make change. If you feel like you need to move, yeah. We have the star in success. You're destined for success. You just have to make the move, okay? I feel somebody that, does good for a bit, then they spiral. Do good for a bit, and then they spiral. You know what I mean? Get off the hamster wheel is what it feels like. It feels like a hamster wheel or something like that. Yeah, we have abundance and chariot. There's moves that you need to make towards change. Even if it's little by little every day. Look, 10 of Pentacles. It's like it's there. It's yours. You are who you're looking for. Yes, there is. Yes, I pick up all the time. You guys are, who I'm reading for, are said to be in divine partnerships. Okay? With someone who has wealth that is established. And then you guys will create wealth together. But who's to say that you don't have to create wealth for yourself now so that you can be in the spaces where that person may frequent or, whatever, in order to make a divine connection with the person. You understand what I'm saying? So come on, get up, y'all. Get up, whoever I'm reading for. Get up. Let's go. Somebody out here gossip too much or tell too much of their business. Show me. Be careful about telling your business. Because then that's how people create y'all towers for you. And set you up for failure. Okay? It sounds like, it feels like venting. That's what it feels like. Be careful. Be careful. Somebody has a mom that is a Leo. I don't know what they're trying to say about that. I'm not even going to get into that. For the person who I'm speaking to, you know exactly where I was going with that, okay? You know exactly where I was going with that. Show me, please. They want you to work. They want you to manifest things. Put your best foot forward so that they can create change in your life. But I see somebody out here working towards something, and then they go and something goes wrong, you know, with the victimhood energy and impatience. That's so perfect. And trauma. Okay? The person I'm reading for could complain at the smallest inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, and then I went over here and I did this and I tried to, and then you don't realize that. You know, that you could be spilling the beans to someone who is monitoring you, okay? Or who may go back and tell someone who's monitoring you, unbeknownst to them. Or maybe, you know, beknownst, if that's a word, to them. You know what I'm saying? But it's something here about shh, keep your mouth closed. Because one of the things you may do in excess is spill your feelings. Somebody could be a person who wants to be heard. And so, you know, that could be a trauma response. Like, oh, I was never heard growing up, and so now I just run my mouth. You know, and somebody could be running their mouth to a snake, or somebody who runs their mouth. Okay? And now your ops know your business. Or, you know, people that are jealous of you know your business. Look, communication. Somebody out here could be talking to an ex. That person is... They not, I don't know. You know how you could not necessarily want bad for someone, but you could also not want them to move on for some reason, okay? Like, I'm getting that type of energy, like, shh. It could be somebody who communicating to your ex that you communicate with on a daily basis or from time to time, so be careful about that. Anything else? Karma. Spiritual growth, okay? It says toxic story, new opportunities, okay? You're growing past some sort of toxic story, okay? Everybody's not going to cheat on you. They're not. I'm just a messenger, y'all. Show me. You've grown past having to be the other woman. You've grown past having to be the woman that's at home while that person with the other woman or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Look, true love. You're worthy of true love. It is out there for you. You deserve to be courted, okay? You don't have to jump through hoops for it. You don't have to be very, very skinny, or your butt don't got to be very, very big. You don't have to wait on an N-word hand and foot if you don't want to. And you don't have to accuse him of cheating every 5 minutes because of what you've been through either, okay? Somebody out here could fear aging. I just did a reading that was called Forever Young, that I sung that song, Forever Young. You look good. I read it already before. So please. Somebody could be feeling insecure or coming off as insecure, and maybe not even recognizing it. You know what I'm saying? Because of what it is that they've been through. You know, sometimes when you are looking for love, you know, you could accept things that you wouldn't normally accept. Like, you know how, like, elders would say things like, well, it's better to deal with the devil you know, or stuff like beggars can't be choosy and all that other outdated bullshit. Something like that. Be careful about that type of mindset. I'm not reading for a lot of y'all. I know I'm not. There's somebody that needs to know this, okay? Somebody needs to release the past and take back their power. And a lot of your power that something or a circumstance that has occurred, a lot of power that it has is over your mind and the way that you move forward in life. You could think all N-words ain't shit. Y'all, menses could think that all B-words ain't shit. And that's not nice. That's not a nice way to move forward. That's not a good you know, thing to think constantly. Your thoughts become things, and your thoughts attract things. And so if you feel like bitches ain't shit, then guess what you gonna have and run into? An ain't shit bitch. Y'all, let me go to bed. Show me, please. You guys may be, when you run into whoever this person is that is coming, okay, it's true love. You guys may meet career-wise, okay? It could be a business thing. It could be at work or something like that. Look, we got the card of work. Like I said, this person could need a business, come to you to buy something from you, or need your services, or vice versa, you know, but this is destiny, okay? But it only comes when you set yourself free, okay? Yes, with this energy of travel and wallflowers, somebody is literally holding themselves back. You know, your family is gossiping about you, or our family is gossiping about you. Y'all, be careful. Because I see somebody out here telling their business. Stop telling people about, like, you know, when you start dealing with somebody, or, you know, when you get a blessing or something like that. Like, you know, stop doing that. Okay? Find something else to talk about. Find something else to talk about. Some family gossip. Let me go. I said I was going to get up from here at 7:30. It's 7:58. Show me, please. Yeah. So your family is talking about the fact that you're manifesting an emperor. They know it. And with the Hierophant and deception, I want y'all to be careful, because this higher level of love that's coming to you, it's like somebody wants to take it from you, or they don't want you to have it. You're not weak, okay? Cleanse yourself, do some self-care stuff, and think positive. If you got to think positive to the point of delusion, okay, then do so. And I'm not talking about just be erratic. I'm talking about tomorrow I will wake up a millionaire. You know, whatever goes wrong is, you know, it's divinely orchestrated, and it's for my benefit, although I may not be able to see it. Like that, stuff like that, okay? Yeah, interference. It's like these individuals want to interfere with whatever you got going on. A lot of you guys got some jealous ass family members. It's something about here about somebody want to stop you from having another baby, or a baby at all. You could be set to bring forth a divine child, especially, you know, with you and this other parent energy that I'm picking up on, that you will meet, being as high vibrational, or as, you know, divine, I should say, as you are. You need to do things that raises your vibration, because whoever I'm reading for, you're thinking negatively, and you're acting out negatively. Overeating, over drinking, thinking negative. You know what I'm saying? It's that devil energy. It's not necessarily like something where it's like, because you could say, pretty, I'm not doing nothing bad. I just eat 37 donuts sometimes at night. I like sweets. And it's like, you're not hungry, okay? You're trying to fill something. Or, you know, you could be drinking. It's like, you're not thirsty. You're trying to escape something. And this is what's going on for the person that I'm reading for. Now, if you have to say, pretty, I am an alcoholic, and I've always been, and I actually love liquor. It's like, oh, I'm not talking to you. That's your personality. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to you then, I guess. This is somebody here that needs to let go of habits connected to trauma. Okay? I kid. Okay? JK. I am just joking. Pisces. Who is this? Who is this? Who needed to hear this message? Sagittarius, Leo, and these could also be the people that's involved in this situation. Capricorn and Taurus and Libra. Bottom of the deck, we have Gemini. Okay, I hope that helped.